Welcome back, Wise Ones. Coming at you today with episode 25 of the Iceni campaign. Last episode was an hour special. Missed a couple days on the upload. Sorry about that, but hopefully that hour was keeping you guys more than entertained. Without further ado, though, if you guys remember, we do have a big bridge battle against the Boii, which, to be fair, the last episode, I do believe we also had two bridge battles against the Boii, so we will see how this one goes. Hopefully it follows the patterns of the last one, where I know we are taking advantage a little bit of the AI's decision making. Not the smartest or the most capable, however, should still be able to get the job done. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to do what we always do here. We're going to split up our forces into kind of two contingents here. The larger one I'll have block the actual bridge. And I don't know if you guys remember, one of my, I have the fondest memories, and then we'll go with 3 units, or 4 units of slingers on this flank. Again, I do think the AI are going to send most of the people over the bridge. If they don't, that is what it is. But I have the fondest memories on Rome 1 of defending bridges, and I used to be an absolute noob, if you will, or just, you know, when you're that age, 10 to whatever, and 10 to 13, and you can just constantly spam glitches in games and all that stuff, I was peak moment there. So I would always catch the AI lacking on a bridge battle, and I'd always be like the Spartans, or, you know, rather the Greek city-states. And they had the hoplites, and I don't know if you guys remember, but hoplites in Rome 1 acted a lot like pikemen almost. And so the enemy, just hordes of Persians or whatever barbarian faction would come, and you'd set up a nice little, you know, you'd set up a triangle or a triangle opening here, and the enemies would just rush in and get absolutely destroyed. Gotta love it, though. Loved those battles. Very fond memories of it. We're not going to be doing something exactly like that. If we had pikes, we would absolutely be doing that. But alas, we are only eels. Actually, you know, one thing I didn't do that I wanted to is turn all of these guys onto guard mode. All right, and let's make sure we get. Let's kind of do that same thing we did, where we have a little bit of a funnel. However, then I also want to make sure that our slingers get up to the banks here, so that they can return fire against their slingers. And I actually got to make sure we get a little bit faster on these clicks here, because these guys are going to be rushing across soon. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put these guys here. If they have any, they don't. Okay, this side doesn't have nearly as many. Doesn't look like these guys have any skirmishers on this flank, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead, drop the skirmishers here. I mean, another thing we could do, what type of quality? We're getting a lot of veteran spears here. To tell you the truth, I'm actually going to do what we did. I'm actually going to do a little bit of what we did last time, where we go a little oblong with the fighting formation here, so that eventually we can have our chariots and our riders get through. All right, let me see here. Let's make sure we start dealing some people some death here. And so I might actually need to. I might need to grab a chosen sword or two from here to move them over. Not sure on that just yet, because here these guys come. Nope. Get out of there, slingers, you silly gooses. All right, here we are. Okay, we're in a good engagement here. We're going to try to move out. I got to drop these guys into shield wall. Okay, let's wait for these guys to all get engaged. Let's get our horsies around. Okay. All right, this is going to need to be delicately timed, because there are a lot of spear warriors here. Okay, good. We're doing our thing here. Ah, shoot. These guys, no way did they decide to turn around now. And we're going to now need to get our chariots just absolutely screaming through here. Where's my other unit of chariots? Let's get these guys close, but... Yep, we're just doing our thing here, you know, doing a little glitches, keeping these chariots moving. And we'll get our horses up and out here. Come on, pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through, pull through. Sorry, you guys probably can hear me feverishly clicking. And come on, we just need to get these guys pulled through. Oh, the veteran spears. Okay, so we're getting some veteran spears chasing our guys here. Which is really annoying. But if that's going to be the case, then that's fine. It takes some pressure off of our...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright. And we're going to have to pop headhunts soon, to tell you the truth. And alright, let me take a look what's going on this flank. Looks like we are absolutely wrapping these guys up. Yeah, we just need to make sure we're targeting some slingers here. Alright, let's get back over here to where the big battle is, the true battle is happening. Okay. Let's move these guys around here a little bit. Let's make sure we're getting some shots in. Okay. Requiring a little bit more micro than I expected, but oh man, dude, the veteran spears having as many javelins as they have is just absolutely annoying. All right, let's get into the back of these guys, and let's get these chariots rolling through now too. And then let's have these guys start shooting some guys here. Actually, you know what? We might send. I'm gonna send a unit. I'm gonna send a unit of those veteran riders across the flank here, and then let's move. Let's get our chariots moved around here. Where are these other chariots? But yeah, these guys, I need these guys to just absolutely start destroying some of these spear warriors. Oh man, alright, we're gonna lose those. We're gonna lose those riders, which is annoying, but we're still doing some good work here. Yeah, now we're starting to turn good. We just needed a little bit. We needed a little bit of momentum over here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay. We're getting absolutely shellacked by Oathsworn. Come on, guys. End this battle here. Or end that. I'm gonna... Alright, now let's get Blandia over here. Or not Blandia. I don't know which homie we have. Yeah, we lost a unit of the Heroic Nobles, which sucks. Yeah, dang it. Dang it, dang it. Where is this unit? Let's get these guys through. Get these guys out. Yep. Okay. And yeah, here's some crazy stuff happening on this flank. Again, I am pissed. I'm pissed at how many javelins the veteran spears get. But let's try to get through with the chariots here. Man, I hate getting stuck on the veteran spears. This is very annoying. That is a very powerful unit. But I think we're about to kill... I mean, the fact that we haven't killed the enemy general over here yet is just absolutely baffling. There we go. Everybody and their mother can start slinging. Let's... I'm going to get my slingers moved around just in case something crazy happens on this flank. Not this one, though. There we go. There they go. Goodbye. That's good news to hear. Let's get our chariot moved over here so we could run this army down. Yeah, let's actually make sure we are getting our chariots. No, there's a lot of meat left on this bone. Yeah, a lot of meat left on the bone over here.
Has used all its ammunition.
Yeah.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
I do not care about our hidden units. Look at these guys running away.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, we are absolutely mopping up some people here. Let's see how these chariots even get their work done. Gotcha, there we go. Our generals doing their thing. Veteran spears might be my most hated unit to come up against the enemy here. So any chance we get to just absolutely destroy veteran spears is a very good day, I'd say. So yeah, starting off good here, and a longer episode. That the spear, or not Jesus, what am I trying to say? The bridge battles always take just a little bit longer because of the fact that it's more of a grind fest. There's more blobs together instead of being able to, maneuver. I could have, I should have reinforced the left flank when I saw how many units there were. We could have absolutely handled the right flank with less soldiers. But everybody did their fair share. Happy that AI was oh man, we completely destroyed this army, which is nice. Happy our AI was able to handle that bridge without too many losses. Sad that we did get that heroic noble. RIP, a real one. And I'm looking at this, and I just don't even like who was getting the kills here. Who was getting the kills to rout my heroic nobles? It wasn't my chariots, because there's no friendly fire like that on. Very bizarre. Very, very, very bizarre there. Doesn't seem like that adds up. Okay, another big army coming that way. Man, the chef boy, are these guys annoying, are really distracting from the good news that we were getting on the southeastern Mediterranean front, which we'll take a look at when this turn ends. But that being said, if we're looking around there are quite a few armies in our area that we're going to have to be a little bit worried about. Couple that with those Egyptian rebels, and this, we are going to have to be very, careful down here. Yeah, rebellion imminent, which is fine. Okay, we are just going to auto-resolve this with the highest chance of success that we can. 94% army. I don't want to risk it because there are some really powerful armies coming our way. Let's just go ahead and release these guys, and let's get back into our settlement. Let's take a look. What type of armies do we have coming our way? Some levy pikes, which should be relatively easy to deal with. They have some mercenary warriors. As long as none of these guys have too many cav units, we should be okay. But let's still army sabotage these guys. Beautiful. Yes. Rank up. Does that mean we can get toxic now too? Yes, we can. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Things absolutely coming to plan. Going to plan, I should say there. Man, the Galatians have some pretty big forces here. Yeah, man, there's assault. Yeah, they have some big assault. We're going to have to go ahead and make sure we start recruiting up some stuff. We could honestly match these guys with just recruiting some assault levies, which might not be bad. What does their port look like here? Okay, it's a level 3, or that's our, yeah, no, Antioch, level 3 port. And it's nice that we can just take over the Galatian cities, and they actually do fall in line with our buildings, for the most part, at least. That is good for us. But how much longer? A few more turns. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to get much help from our fleet here. And I do want to make sure we're still striking fast at some areas here. But I want to make sure we're doing it in a smart manner as well. And I don't know if we probably need to wait for. Oops, sorry about that. We probably need to wait for some of our ships to be built, but we have absolutely a bunch of money now, though. So let's go ahead and make sure we are following what we need to follow here. It looks like Cyprus is going to be getting attacked by the Numidians, which is nice for us. We down in the southeast, things are moving smoothly. We have 25. I mean, honestly, at this point, I probably should just be upgrading some of these buildings here. What's our public order? 22. Yeah. We'll go ahead and add. We'll do the big boy fish and the big boy barracks in Spain. Horn takes up some food. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure. Let's make sure we're not losing sight of our bread basket. Yeah, I don't think there's too much crazy stuff we have to worry about in Italy just yet. Let's make sure. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these new buildings here. Let's go ahead and be able to get some horses, and then I like the Rosmerta at this point in the campaign. Although actually no, let's do the Nondes one, something a little different. This allows us to get painted ones. That is always nice. Might as well. We have the Shmula for it. Let's go ahead and file through. Make sure I'm not leaving any areas up for slum development either. Yeah, that was a big boon, and hopefully economically some of those buildings that we built will help take off. We should also be probably upgrading the shrines of Rosmerta as best as possible. A couple other little city settlements we have to get upgraded as well. Let's make sure we're using our spy. Where is Latikos? Yeah, beautiful. Let's absolutely... Oh, he failed? Come on, man. He's so much better than that. To fail there is annoying. Naked warriors, Celtic warriors. This is a pretty high chevron army. That being said, I'm trying to think. We could get down to Istros soon. Can I recruit some champions or something? I can recruit another spy, which would be really helpful. You could also recruit a dignitary, but I think a spy maybe is a little bit better here. And I probably should be recruiting another spy down in the Middle East, but right now the Boii are probably the more pressing threat. We're gonna hold a more defensive stance in the Mediterranean, in Alexandria and Cyprus, while we finally finish up these guys. Interesting. He's allowed to do 2 actions per turn. I'll take that. Not going to get any complaints out of me. I don't know if we can reach them in time, so we are still going to leave our forces here. Give me the campaign map movement. Maybe with that extra movement though, we might be able to ambush them. But still, I'd rather just take the replenishment, and we do need a extra unit, and I can't afford a wolf warrior, but that'd be kind of fun. I guess we'll wait. I guess we will wait, and I'll grab a wolf warrior next turn. They have these weird. The wolf warriors have their interesting. They have some frenzy good. They have some interesting abilities here. Just a fun unit, not like a kind of a glass cannon unit, if you will. Alrighty, how many armies do we have, and Imperium-wise? I probably also actually should have been paying attention. Ooh, the politics screen is tight here. What's the risk of civil war? 0. Next turn, we're definitely going to have to deal with some politics here. Let's go into the characters. How much longer? She's about to come of age, which is nice. He is also about to come of age, which is good, which is very, very good. Let's see. Yeah, we can't do any actions this turn, but we don't think we need to. We are being very conscious of. We are trying to be very conscious of any rebellions, because that is kind of the last thing we need. And is this Pekia down here? Yeah. So this is the one of the generals that has. And let's take a look at the party ownership here. Okay, good. These are regular Iceni, but the Warhorse clan, this is Pekia's army, and this is their area if they ever defect. And then the other people would have Italy and Scotland and Ireland, which would suck. But that is what it is. And tell you the truth, another thing we need to be looking at on this campaign is what is our relationship with the boys from Marseille? All right, it's just kind of calm. It's neutral. I wonder
We
what...
are civilized folk, so you may speak as you wish, and we will give...
Okay, yeah, no, nothing we really can do, I think, with these guys. Military actions against the Boii are pissing them off, which kind of is crazy because we need to fight the Boii. Treaties with Massalia, past wars with Etruscan League. Okay, cool. I'd love to trade with the boys from the Kush. I really would, but little do they know I need their lands down here. Oh, actually, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't even have any lands. Well, I'm not going to do that just in case I piss off those other people I want to peace out with.
Enter, friend, and
All right, the RDAI. Do you want a little trade agreement? No? Okay, that's fine with me.
no temple.
Alrighty, that is what it is. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Make sure we get all the appropriate skills selected. And I actually will check the armies. You know, this is... what do we got here? Soldier. She is a she's a badass when it comes to soldiery. Might just go with the. Might just go with plenty. What does this do though? More battle there. No, let's just go with the. Let's actually just go ahead and upgrade plenty. What does this give us? Let's give us some extra food, and the inspire. The inspire ability is always helpful. Let's see. We have some fleets that are doing their thing. Probably do need to start recruiting up a fleet at some point. Leave the warriors to do their things. I mean, I do think we could try to... I don't want to try to assault the fleet with an army, though. That does not usually go well. I'm tempted to move... Yeah, okay, I'm going to move her out. I'm going to move Anasonia out of this. Put her in ambush stance, just in case there is a big army lurking here. Next turn, we'll be able to get our spy down here, maybe to do a little bit of reconnaissance, but hopefully we'll be able to take Isteros next turn. We're already over the 20 minutes, man. These things fly by. Yeah, Swords of Power, Noble Stags. Okay. I might send, to tell you the truth, when it's finally safe, I really should send one of these armies force march down here to Alexandria, because it is easier to hold. It'll be easier to hold Salamis or Cyprus with one army here and start having this army do things that we need, because we really don't... I mean, yes, probably need to take the Middle Eastern territories at some point, and they'd be a boon for us in terms of economic development, but that isn't necessarily a prerequisite of what we're trying to do. We're trying to get Egypt, then we're going to try to get into the south tip of Arabia, like that southeast port of Arabia, and then we're going to get Pakistan. All right, good. Yeah, if we can have a couple of Galatian armies crash themselves against our fortress, that'll be a-okay. And it looks like that's what they're trying to do there. All right, the Galatian merchants are getting out. They know that Pekia is a seasoned warrior. All right, the Boii are getting a little... Okay, the Boii backed off. Yeah, the Boii have backed off, so our enemies are finally realizing... Hey, maybe we stop messing with these guys from that weird island. Just some island boys. That'd also be kind of another fun idea where with the Iceni, you could only take settlements that are on islands, but you can sack a bunch of other settlements and all that stuff. But the only settlements you can actually conquer are on islands. That's kind of a fun minor bonus to diplomacy. +1. Let's do some diplomatic strength here. All right, cool. We got some increases in ranked, which are excellent. All right, yes. I want you to get your little booty down this way. Let me know if we're walking into anything around Isros. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Yes, we do take this settlement for the tribe. And let's make sure that we are in the most protected stance that we can be. I know we have been raising all of these settlements we take, like from the Boii, so we will continue that trend. Let's go ahead and absolutely build some food buildings. We need some food. And then I usually go with I'll go with the well just so that we can hopefully sooner than later get some extra growth in this province. Now that we control it all. And who are we on borders with now? Dude, how are the Marseille boys all the way out here? I love it, but also at the same time, I'm like, what's going on? We are almost, okay, it looks like we might almost be at the edge. And I want to make sure that we actually have good relationships with the Getae, because I do not want to fight much more with these guys.
Greetings. Now speak
Trade agreement. Okay, that is an outrageous portion for a trade agreement. That is so much for a trade agreement. How about we just do a non-aggression pact? Okay, no, they don't. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. They don't even want a non-aggression pact. I should have... Fine, fine, fine. I will give them... Well, I'll give them what they want. Okay, there it is. Fine. And yes, I know I had to pay a little bit more. Bithynia is upset with us, but I have a feeling they'll still... Okay, they won't take our trade. Sad. But I'll take this... I'll take that trade with the Getae. As long as they're not at war with the boys from Marseille, we're clean. Hello, Spartans. Okay, we're reaching that almost... I'll try... I guess I can make this one right around that 36-minute mark. Man, this area can really pump out an army. Too bad we don't have... Looking at this now, realizing we actually maybe need to have a military building here that allows us to recruit the troops. Because yes, we could churn out those warriors, but we can't churn out anything good at the moment. Let's go ahead and give us more for that melee, and let's grab that wolf warrior. And this where did this army go? Let's take a quick gander up north here. All right, and we'll come back down this way. I think that army, I think the AI might have pulled their armies back to fight the Getae, and if they did, that was a big mistake on their part. However, we are reaching a critical point here where I might need another arm. Like, I'm trying to think. This army's borders are secure to the south. This army can go up and take this settlement. Meaning that I guess we can move up towards Aeschylus with this army. But I don't know if I don't know with that one of their armies just lurking around here. I don't want to move too far. So we are going to actually just move here and go into an ambush stance. And we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead. Oh, we do have another army we're supposed to be recruiting over here. That's on me. Here we go. Let's get these guys. Let's continue to get this army churned out. Couple of good nobles here. Couple of veteran riders. We can recruit 5. Yep. And we should probably grab another speed. We should grab another slinger unit at some point. We'll grab it. I'll grab it. We'll actually ditch one of the horses. Give me another heroic noble and give me another Britain slinger. Then after this, we'll go with. We'll probably go with 3 more. Or we'll go with 3 more chosen swords and then a couple chariots, and that'll round out kind of this army. Let's absolutely try to sabotage these guys. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And the Galatians are chilling here with them. All right, now let's take a look here. There's a little Galatian army, or a little Galatian fleet doing something. Oh, we are going to lose that? Are you serious? I guess I'll retreat. Fine. Don't know about all that nonsense, but we'll retreat to while we wait for our guys to get healthier. If I force march these guys, can we get up anywhere? See, this is the issue with Salamis, is I can't necessarily get... I can't beach anywhere that I'd like to beach. So I got to be very careful. We got to wait until Tyros kind of becomes unguarded, I think. That being said, let's move. Let's see if we can ambush people at the beach here. Why not drop them into an ambush stance? We'll go ahead and upgrade the town settlement there. And then there's another... Okay, actually. Let's start building up some buildings down here. And maybe I will get rid of this settlement building here so we could build some better buildings down here. Okay, and that will bring us to the end of this turn. I'll go through one more turn cycle just to see if there's another big battle. But this has been a pretty comprehensive, if I have to say so, this has been a pretty comprehensive episode. We had a nice battle at the beginning, and now we've kind of shored up some positions down in the southeast Mediterranean. We're finally getting our buildings installed, so we're not going to have to worry about. Ooh, interesting. We might be fighting the Pontus up there in the north. But yes, nice big ambush from us here. Just going to regularly resolve this. Could have probably done it. I probably could have fought that ourselves to make sure this army didn't get away. But it is what it is. All right, what was the point I wanted to make? Sorry. Pretty comprehensive. We had a battle against the Boii. We, haven't had to. We destroyed some Egyptian rebels down in the south, but now we're finally getting a little toehold here. Once I figure out what to do with that extra army on Cyprus, we'll be in a much better position. That was kind of a little faux pas from me, but I just really wanted to make sure we captured Cyprus. It's a big component of the British Empire, our goals that we had talked about for a while. We are getting, I'd say that this campaign, looking at this now, maybe another 8 to 10 episodes of this campaign. I really appreciate you guys bearing with me for as long as you have on this one. I mean, I've had a really great time on this campaign, and the support lately has been absolutely immense. So that's been much appreciated. Let's go ahead and get this spy up in this region. See if we could find that last... Is this settlement under siege or anything? See if we could find that last army from the Boii that we need to make sure we are on the lookout for. Okay, let's go ahead and crush these guys. Yeah, crushing these guys, and then we'll take this settlement here. And that'll be kind of another nice little jewel to add to our empire as we have been marching through here. 93%. And we will raise. You might ask why we're raising all these settlements. We're raising these settlements because it's part of our win condition. Let's go ahead and build another food building, and I'm thinking, let's go, we'll just do another well as well. No pun intended. Just kidding. You guys know me. I'm very cheesy. Pun could very well be intended. Love the economic benefits we're pulling in per month, which is okay. No, we will need to build some sort of military building there eventually, but I do not know where this last. Can't find that last Boii army. Once we move up into here, Mons Regis. Do they have another settlement over here? No. Looks like we're finally getting close to exterminating these Chef Boy. Are these guys annoying? Let's make sure this other army over here is getting completed. Like we said, 2 chariots and 3 chosen swords, and that'll kind of round out that army. Pretty solid army, if I do say so myself, which we could use. I don't even know what we would use that army for. I know what we wanted to make sure we wanted it. We wanted to make sure we had it just in case people started getting a little rowdy like they are here. So we'll secure some loyalties from both of these parties. And then we will we'll do some gift giving. We have a son down here anyways that we need to get ranked up as well. So we'll do some gift giving. And then we'll send a couple of these people on some missions. +5 loyalty, +5 loyalty. This one's cheaper, but let's organize some games. We'll let them do it in Britannia. And then here we'll have this guy. We'll send this guy in a diplomatic mission. I don't want to send him to the Getae. We'll send him to the Kush. Let's see what happens. Let's see. And then we could secure a promotion, but I don't know if we need to do that just yet. Yeah, I don't know if we need to secure a promotion. These guys are all, actually, yeah, we should. For Pekia, we might as well. So her forces get a little bit more expensive, but, oh no, that was -10. Never mind. Her forces get cheaper. So securing the promotions are excellent for us. I'm tempted to get into a battle with the Galatians at some point, and it probably wouldn't hurt us to be a little bit more proactive than reactive. And also, I'm looking at Pekia's army, and I know these guys are absolutely chevroned to all high hell, but I think we need to make sure we get some heroic nobles in this army as fast as possible. They'll be able to raffle stomp an army composed like this, especially given my chariots and my cav superiority. But that is against the heavier armored units here. We probably need to make sure we're getting some heroic nobles involved. But I'm gonna leave that actually here for today. I will probably begin next episode with this battle against the Galatians here. So I'll go ahead and leave this with what you guys see here. Thank you guys so much for the support lately. I didn't give you guys a prompt for the comments, but as always, just leave whatever the hell you want down in the comments section below. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been a nice episode. Nice to be back. Sorry for the slight gap in content, but hopefully you enjoyed the hour-long special. Most importantly, like and subscribe, and stay wise.